Well, over the last 2 weeks, I've been getting a lot of requests to just do a video on some nice, easy to wear fragrances for the hot weather. So in this video, I'm bringing you 15 that I plan on wearing as the temperature starts to heat up. So stay tuned. Starting off with one from one of my favorite houses, Salvatore Ferragamo. This is AQUA ESSENZIALE COLONIA. Yes. In my opinion, all three of the fragrances in this line are good. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of AQUA ESSENZIALE Blue. And I like the original, mainly out the shower. But this one is zesty bergamot and fresh vetiver. It's that Italian style zesty type of cologne smell. Very citrus heavy, bitter citrus, but fresh, soapy, clean, inviting, easy to wear. Easy to like and enjoy as well. Not some massive compliment magnet that smells different from anything else out there, but it's very pleasant, very inoffensive, very citrus dominated, great on a hot summer's day, or depending on where you live, even right now, it's hot as can be in a lot of places, because all the requests I've been getting are from people that are in very hot climates, and you can get this one really cheap, and it gets talked about from time to time, but not the biggest hype beast of a fragrance, or it's not one that's in every other video that you see on YouTube or constant scent of the day posts. It's had its day. A lot of people wear it. It turns up at rack stores really cheap. You can get it really cheap online from discounters as well, and it's a decent performer. Again, that's Salvatore Ferragamo, AQUA ESSENZIALE COLONIA. Essentially, Acqua di Gio Essenza in a different bottle, basically. Performs very well, very easy to like, very powerful for what it is. It's Bentley for Men, SILVERLAKE, the super ultra reflective fingerprint magnet, as you can see. But it smells fantastic. Violet leaf, citrus, amberwood. It really puts out. This one is definitely a strong compliment getter, and it's an easy 8-hour fragrance as well. Very loud, can really get out there and grab somebody's attention without being too overbearing and too overpowering to where it's a challenge to wear sometimes. This is a very easy wear, that's why it's in this video. And it's one that, depending on where you can find it at discounters, because some discounters are carrying it. This bottle came from fragrancebuy.ca. I want to say I paid like $46 for it, which for what you're getting, $46 is definitely worth it. I'm not sure if it's hitting a lot of the other discounters yet. It's been out for a little while now. I would think it's starting to get more and more prevalent at discounters. I haven't looked, shame on me, I apologize. But it's definitely the way to go these days, since AQUA di Gio Essenza is long discontinued, crazy resale prices at this point, and this is basically the same fragrance for a whole lot less money. It performs, it smells great, it smells like a richer version of AQUA di Gio, essentially. And that's Bentley for Men. This is SILVERLAKE. Next is a Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male flanker that doesn't really get talked about much. It's basically a more aquatic version of Versace Eros because of the watery notes and just overall seawater type of feel that this one has. I'm talking about Le Male in the navy. This one's been popping up at rack stores once again around 30 bucks, and trust me, for 30 bucks this 125 ml bottle is absolutely worth it. Fantastic sprayer. Oh man, and that vanilla mint kind of almost bubblegummy type of smell, but very watery and aquatic at the same time. Decent performer, 5 to 7 hour type of fragrance. It does project pretty heavy off of my skin. I've had this for a little while. It's not one that I reach for all the time, but I do wait till summer rolls around to really pull this one out because it performs really well in the heat. For being a warmer weather fragrance, this thing shines in high heat. It's actually, that's where it seems like an even better performer when it's the hottest of weather. This stuff will really project, at least on my skin, especially because I like to spray my chest. I'll smell myself for hours and hours and hours. And it just smells great. If you like Versace Eros style fragrances, that, like I said, this is essentially just an aquatic Versace Eros. If you see this one out in the wild, don't hesitate to pick it up if you like that style of fragrance. or definitely scoop it up from discounters online because it's still available in most places. Again, that's Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male in the navy. One of the more popular fragrances from AZZARO, this is a chrome flanker, and this is AZZARO Chrome Aqua. Very beloved. This and Chrome Extreme have gotten all the love in the last 2 years or so, and for good reason. Because they're arguably the two best, and in my opinion, this one is the best. It does have a bit of a green, herbaceous type of feel, minty green kind of thing going for it, with that aquatic, watery nature. Very seaside type of scent profile that has decent performance. It's right in that average range. This one's a pretty strong compliment getter. When people can get a whiff of you, it has a high probability of getting you some positive attention. I'm not saying it's some magnet that's going to pull them in like crazy, but it definitely has that style of scent profile. Smells fantastic, very, very easy to wear. A much more modern take on the original Chrome, where you can get some of the DNA of the original Chrome, but it's definitely a today's type of fragrance, if you will. It fits the style of today's fresh fragrances, and it's just a pleasure to wear. It smells fantastic. They're not really expensive. They're in that, you know, modest, affordable price range. It's really a joy to wear. AZZARO Chrome Aqua. Fresh, citrusy, smells great, can garner some good compliments for you. Cheap already for being a relatively newer release. It's Coach for Men Blue, the newest release in the Coach for Men line from last year. You can't really see the blue on the bottle because of the blue on my shirt. If I step out the way, you'll be able to see the blue a little bit better. But it smells really good. Limoncello note. I'm sorry, absinthe, not limoncello. I don't know why I had that on my mind. That adds a whole bunch of just extreme bright freshness up top with this one. Not a beast in performance, average at best, but what it does very well. It screams off of my skin in the first hour, then it starts to sit pretty close to the skin, but it's light and airy and can really waft and get out and lightly grab somebody's attention. You know, it's not going to overwhelm anybody. It's not going to overpower anybody. It's just easy and enjoyable to wear. It smells really good. You're not going to spend a lot of money. It doesn't smell like everything else, but it doesn't smell very unique and original either. It's just a pleasant fragrance. It's enjoyable. If the original Coach for Men was a little too sharp for you, and then Coach Platinum was a little too sweet for you, this is kind of the happy medium where you get all the freshness, you get all the appeal of a mass appealing, easy to wear fragrance without too much of one thing or another. Again, that's Coach for Men Blue. You know, for as much as I love the O Intense Flanker, that one can be a little bit more challenging to wear than the original because it's so intense compared to the original. It can be a little off-putting close to skin. Out in the air, it smells beautiful, but in my opinion, the easier wear is definitely the original Light Blue from Dolce & Gabbana. This is a beautiful fragrance, been around for many, many years now. You can get, you know, every size bottle. This is a 40 ml on up to a 200 ml for really good prices from discounters. It's one of my favorite fragrances ever made. Ever. This is a compliment machine. Always has been. This is why a lot of people still wear it, because their lady loves the way this smells, and so that's why it's a signature scent for a lot of guys. You know, this has the type of appeal that an Acqua di Gio has. It's fresh, it's citrusy, it's aquatic, it's very easy to like, it's very easy to wear. It's an average performer at best, but when people can smell you, they're gonna enjoy the way you smell. It's familiar, but it's become timeless in my opinion. It's about 15 or 16 years old at this point. I want to say around 05 was when this one came out, and this kind of set us on pace for this last decade and a half of the style of fragrance we have when it comes to these fresher, aquatic, blue-leaning type of scents. This kind of started the light blue genre that I like to talk about, where it has the mass appeal, it has the versatility, just much fresher than your average blue fragrance, hence light blue, because it's a lot fresher. Incense, grapefruit, has a sea salty note, a little peppery, very, very appealing, very easy to wear. It's a must in anybody's collection, in my opinion. It's the original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Said it before and I'll say it again. Nobody does soapy fragrances like Prada. This is the original Prada Luna Rossa. This is a 50 ml bottle. That's why it looks this way. The 100 ml is a little bit different, but Aromatic soapy lavender. A little bit of spice. It's got a little bit of a muskiness to it. It's a creamy fragrance that's not overly powdery. Very likable, very easy to wear. This is another one that can do it all. Great in a t-shirt like I'm wearing. Great work fragrance. Great casual fragrance in general. It's just easy to wear, easy to like. It's a do-it-all. It can be a signature scent if you really want it to be. It's just hard not to like. You know, it's not some beast in performance. It's another one right in that average range, but really gets the job done. Not too expensive, not super cheap at the same time. Very affordable from discounters. Like I said, it just fits this video topic very well, and that's why I had to put it in here. It's just easy to wear, easy to like, just smells great. From the king of soapy fragrances, Prada, this is Prada Luna Rossa. So I will say this one suffers from a lack of performance. It does. If it performed better, more people would talk about it. But for one of those really hot days that you just need something super crisp, invigorating, energizing, and refreshing, Boss Bottled Tonic will have you covered. It's cheap, it's easy to get your hands on. Even 200 milliliter bottles go for under $50 from discounters, and it's just a fresher version of Boss Bottled, the original, the ever so popular iconic fragrance. Man, it does smell good. You know, 3 hours at best, and you can spray it heavy. You can damn near bathe in this fragrance. It's great as a gym bag fragrance. It's great on a casual day, just a hot, laid-back type of day off. Works well at the offices as well, but you'd have to keep it with you because, like I said, the longevity is short-lived. Like a 3 hour at best fragrance. Best case scenario is 3 hours, at least in my experience, but the scent is there. Super easy to wear. Light, fresh, airy, energizing, citrusy, and a beloved DNA. Boss Bottled. I mean, not too many people don't like Boss Bottled. I mean, there are people out there, but the overall consensus is Boss Bottled is a well-beloved fragrance. That's why it's been around so many years. That's why it spawned so many flankers, which this is one of. It's just enjoyable. It's a great fragrance, especially in super hot weather. That's Boss Bottled Tonic. So my bottle's just about empty, but this is probably the easiest to wear in this particular line from Mont Blanc. This is Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. You can grab this one, 100 ml bottles in that $30-ish range. They're not super expensive. It is an average performer. It is a compliment machine. It's essentially the replacement for the beloved and very overpriced and discontinued Invictus Aqua 2016. I actually like this better than the original Invictus Aqua. I found that one even sharper and more synthetic. Good fragrance, great fragrance, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they did it a little better with Mont Blanc. It doesn't perform as well, but it's just as fizzy and effervescent. It's full of grapefruit. It's super aquatic. It's fresh and invigorating. It's a joy to wear. This fragrance is a joy to wear. And I mean, I'm down here. I barely have any sprays left. I've been procrastinating getting another bottle for the longest time. I always end up getting something else, but this is another one that's a staple in anybody's collection, especially in hot weather. If you're in a warmer climate, it's hot most of the year, or even right now, it's hot. This is a joy to wear. It's easy to like. It's easy to spray as much as you want. You're not going to offend anybody. If anything, you're just going to project a little heavier, and you'll probably get a few extra compliments out the deal, and it's affordable. That's one of the beauties of this fragrance, is affordability. Again, that's Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. So definitely the easiest wear of the fragrances in the house. It's got a beautiful citrus medley. It's a blonde wood dominated fragrance. It is Zaharoff Signature Royale. Yes, the gold cap yellow juice. Stuff's beautiful. Much higher quality than everything we've discussed. Actually, it's the highest quality fragrance in this video. Lovely, lovely fragrance. Very easy to wear, like I said. A beautiful citrus medley up top. You do get a touch of the myrrh and the oud, but it's a supporting player. They're supporting notes. They're not in the forefront. They're there to give you that feel of the DNA of Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme, but it's mostly about this cashmere wood accord with suede, Very creamy from a lot of sandalwood in this base. It is a sandalwood dominated fragrance in its heart and base. And there's not really much going on here with a lot of lavender. There's not a huge herbaceous component here. It's just beautifully fresh, light, and creamy. A joy to wear, and like I said, the easiest to wear from the line, because Signature Pour Homme definitely has that strong CEO, dressed up, formal work fragrance appeal. Noir has that nighttime appeal with that fresh fruitiness up top with that dark incense note that's heightened in that one. That has the nighttime appeal, hence the name. And this one's just that easy wear. Great work fragrance, great for a casual day. It's just a joy to wear. You're going to smell better than the next man. There's always a link down below if you want to get your hands on a bottle. It'll get you a free gift. And this is Zaharoff Signature Royale. So I've been featuring this one a bit more lately because I've been seeing it pop up at the rack stores heavy recently. And for the 20 bucks you'll spend on the 50 ml, it's worth it. It's a joy to wear Vince Camuto Homme. This is my favorite from the house. It's such an easy wear, gin and tonic type of fragrance. You've got that citrus, fresh, spicy, boozy accord up top. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, super easy to wear. Spray and go. You're gonna love the way you smell. I'm pretty confident in saying that. It's a safe fragrance that has some character. It's not boringly fresh. It doesn't smell like all the other citrus fragrances because of the gin and tonic smell that this one has. Love it. And it's not based off of juniper. It's actual gin note that's in here, if I remember correctly. And it's lovely up top. Another one, strong compliment getter, average performer, bang for your buck type of fragrance. 20 bucks for a 50 ml, which this is. This did come from a Marshall's, if I remember correctly, a few years ago. And I've put a bit of a dent in it, you know. I'm about this far down, roughly. You know, not quite a third of the way, but for the size of my collection, that means I like wearing this one. And I strategically like to wear it in the heat. I'm going to spray it again because it just smells so damn good. It's one that I say don't hesitate. Blind buy safe, joy to wear. It's inviting, it's invigorating, it's super fresh. It'll cool you off on a super hot day. It's just a damn good fragrance, especially for 20 bucks. And that's Vince Camuto Homme. Definitely the easiest wear in the Dior Homme line because you don't have to like Iris to enjoy this fragrance. Obviously, I'm talking about Dior Homme Sport. This, you just basically got to like sandalwood and blood orange, to be honest, because that's what it's dominated by. Man, I believe there's a little bit of ginger in here, adding that crisp bite up top, but it's really heavy in the blood orange. That is the citrus that's featured. It goes very well with the sandalwood. I don't know about newer bottles because I've had this bottle for a little while now. I don't know if they perform as well because this is every bit of a 7-ish hour fragrance on my skin. It's pretty long lasting for the scent profile, for being just a fresh woody aromatic style fragrance. Citruses and woods, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance, very elegant while being simplistic at the same time. It's a joy to wear. It's very versatile. It works casually. It's great as a work fragrance, and it's just smells a little classier than the next fragrance of its type because Dior uses a little bit better oils than your average designer fragrance. Definitely a little bit higher on the designer ladder when it comes to Dior and the Dior Homme line specifically. Underrated fragrance. Not a lot of people show it a whole lot of love, but it's a joy to wear. It's easy to pull off, and it's a decent performer. It's slightly above average in my experience, and you can find testers for a decent price, which this is. That's Dior Homme Sport. Next, loose bottles of this pop up for 13 bucks at Marshall's all the time. Not a strong performer, but man, such a delight and easy to wear, soapy lavender type of scent. It's English Laundry. This is Signature. So this is actually one of the box presentation fragrances, and it didn't perform that well to begin with. About a 5-hour fragrance. I'm sure the loose bottles are a little bit weaker than that these days, but it does smell fantastic. I've been through a shower gel on a gift set with this one already. I do have 2 backup bottles. I like to wear this one out the shower because it's such an easy and relaxing, enjoyable fragrance to wear. Like I said, if you like soapy, clean lavender, You're going to like English Laundry Signature, and you're not going to spend a lot of money. You're going to spend about $13. When you find it at the rack stores, that's what they're going for these days. Loose bottles anyways. 13 bucks. You find a box presentation, 15 bucks. You find a gift set that's got a smaller travel size and a shower gel, 20 bucks at the most. Value. Value for your money as far as fragrances. And this is probably the most easy wear out of the entire house because of the scent profile. It's sandalwood and lavender is mainly what you're going to get. It makes it really soapy, really creamy, and really a joy to wear. English Laundry Signature. Next is definitely the easiest wear from the house of Versace. I can't make this video topic without including this fragrance because it fits the topic so perfectly. It's what I consider the king of the office, the best, most inoffensive, easy to wear work fragrance. Versace Pour Homme, also known as Versace Signature. I've been featuring this one a little bit more lately because it's getting to be that time of the year when I want to pull my bottle out. Soapy neroli, citruses, woody dry down. Nothing crazy and groundbreaking, but such a joy to wear. Super inoffensive, yet classy at the same time. Very easy going guy is going to wear Versace Pour Homme. This is a laid back type of scent. Nothing too serious going on here. Smells great. Might get you a compliment or two as well. It's known, it's popular, it's been around since I want to say like 08 or something like that. It's not anything new. It's been through a few formulations, I'm sure. It's an average performer. It's about what you would expect. I get around 6-ish hours. You can get them in a variety of sizes. This is a 50 ml on up to 200 ml for a decent price at discount. It's right in that affordable range where it's not quite a cheapie. It's a little bit more than what I would consider a cheapie fragrance. And doesn't smell overly synthetic. Just like I said, a joy to wear. You're going to like this fragrance. This is a pillar in any man's fragrance wardrobe because it's such an easy wear. This defines the entire video in this bottle. Versace Pour Homme. Last but not least, it's kind of cliche to include this fragrance in these videos these days, but it's true. That's why it fits. Nautica Voyage. Cheap, green apple, crisp, aquatic and watery, decent performer, enjoyable, compliment getter. A lot of things that describe this fragrance, and you can get it anywhere from $13 to $16. A lot of people have it. A lot of people wear it for good reason. This stuff is great. This is the best fragrance from the house. This is, if you're only going to get one Nautica fragrance, it needs to be Voyage. It's worth rolling the dice on, even if you're not a fan of green apple. It's worth rolling the dice on. Like I said, anywhere from $12, $13 to $16, $17 in that range. We'll get you a 100 milliliter bottle. It's a decent performer. It's a 5 to 6 hour fragrance. For me, I know some people will get less, but I do get about 5 or 6 hours out of this fragrance. It is not one of the old styles where the cap splits in the middle. It's one of the newer style bottles. It just works. It smells great. It's a joy to wear. It's awesome and super high heat because it just performs that much better. It really does. It'll scream off of your skin in the hottest of days and you're outside sweating. This is a joy to wear. Very easy wear, very likable fragrance, very, very rock bottom cheap. Nautica Voyage. Well, that's the 15 that I have for you today, and until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What in this video do you already have in your collection? Is this some fragrances that you might need to get your hands on now that the warmer weather is here, especially for some of you guys, like the ones that have requested this video and told me, you know, whether it's overseas or here in the States, on just how hot it's been where you live, and you wanted some options from me. Here you go. Here's the ones I suggest. Most of these are pretty affordable too. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances featured in this video and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.